Even if you don't care about crypto, you're going to like the story because of the guy at the top of the heap here. His name's Sam Bankman-Fried. He's a well-known, he's a billionaire. He was worth, about a week ago, about $15 billion. And he is, a couple things that are interesting about him. First of all, he was promoted by the media as this wonderkind super brain, right? Like very similar to Elizabeth Holmes, right? Elizabeth Holmes comes out, I've got blood tests with 1 drop of blood. Oh, let's fawn over her, a female CEO. Let's say how great she is. They build her up into the biggest thing in the world. People invest tons of money, a lot of times based on all of these glowing media profiles. And then the whole thing's a sham. She's on trial. The whole thing dissolves. Everybody loses all their money. This has happened a bunch of times. And there's never like a mea culpa from the media. They never say, sorry about that. We didn't realize that person was totally a fraud. Same thing going on here with Sam Bankman-Fried, allegedly. Basically, he was promoted the same way. Wonderkind. Oh, you're not going to believe this guy. He's so smart. He's got the biggest brains in the world. He shows up to meetings with his hair all messy. It's curly and it's messy and he's wearing shorts. Oh, what a character. And they build him up in this huge, huge thing. He becomes a multi-billionaire. He's got Larry David in there for commercials. And then what? Well, now we're seeing that apparently there was all sorts of financial games going on behind the scenes, and this is a big deal, a massive failure in this world. Now, anyone who really loves Bitcoin and various cryptocurrencies will tell you, the whole point of this is decentralization. You're not supposed to be relying on a single point of failure like a centralized exchange. Everyone tells you, if you get into this stuff, get your coins off of exchanges. It's never a good idea to leave it there. Well, of course, a lot of people, they're used to using banks like that. And even though that's kind of what crypto was designed to stop, it's still people just do what they do. They're used to doing it a certain way. So a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. There is all sorts of reporting going on right now. Some places say that FTX now owes $8 billion to their customers and other liabilities. A related investment firm owes another $10 to $50 billion, according to the bankruptcy filing. We have dozens of other companies that are under the umbrella of FTX that are going to go belly up. And now, all these big-time venture capitalists who came in to fund the beginning of FTX are now just writing off their losses to zero. So you have this story, and you get the media rise, the media fall, and what's really annoying about this is the same reporters who were interviewing Sam Bankman-Fried on the rise and giving him all this credit and saying he was so smart and telling their audiences how smart he was, are the same people that are going to get the great podcast at the end where they get to report on how it was all a scam the entire time, even though they're half responsible for it, and we will never get an apology. That's frustrating. The second part of this that's really interesting, I think, to all of us, maybe who really follow politics more closely, is this guy was a big-time Democratic donor. He's like the Democratic donor. And you'd say, well, wait a minute, George Soros is that guy. He's the big Democratic donor. And I would say that's true. This guy, Sam Bankman-Fried, was only the second biggest, seriously, the second biggest Democratic funder in the entire election cycle, second only to George Soros, or over $40 million of his own money, or if you're an FTX investor, probably your money, went to Democratic causes all over the country. And he bragged about it. He was writing, helping to shape legislation that was going to regulate crypto. This is bonkers, and this story is not going away. We're talking about the second biggest Democratic donor who may very well either be going to some country that does not have an extradition treaty or going to prison. This is a serious, serious story. Let's see if the media bothers to cover how important he was to the left and their only moderate loss here in the past election.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.